Roblox is one of the most popular platforms on the planet. And I don't mean just for gaming, I just mean in general. Like, in just normal existence, Roblox's numbers are unfathomable. Kids probably know the name Roblox before they know the name Jesus or Santa Claus. Roblox is more popular with kids than the common cold. Let me just slap you with the cold hard Carfax here with the numbers. Roblox recently just broke the record for most concurrent users on a gaming platform. They hit 47.3 million concurrent users, which absolutely fists Steam's previous record of 41.2 million. And at least 77% of that record comes from only two games. Grow a Garden, which has become a fucking Godzilla kaiju level success over the last couple months, where it's been breaking records left and right for concurrent players. It got to 22 million, which is the highest for any single game ever, absolutely biblically smacking down Fortnite's record from its prime. And another game, Steal a Brain Rot, which had 15 million concurrent. These numbers are unfathomable, especially when you consider the fact that more and more people have had their eyes open to the danger of the platform. Over the last couple weeks, Roblox has been getting fucking torched. It has been getting flambéed by the general public because many people have now become aware of just how many predators have been rampant on that platform for years, unchecked. And really, the straw that broke the camel's back was when they banned Schlep. And they made a strong stance against vigilantes who were getting predators arrested from their platform because Roblox was not doing enough on their own. Roblox pulled some galaxy brain chess maneuver and just showed the world its entire asshole, and it was rotten. Roblox has made like a really aggressive, strong, scorched earth stance against the people that are stopping predators on their platform, as opposed to channeling that energy to going after the predators themselves. They seem more upset that people are talking about and doing something on their own about these dangerous, evil individuals on their platform. Yes, over the years, Roblox has, of course, reported dangerous people to authorities, but they've clearly missed some. They've slipped through the cracks. And as such, a lot of children have been victim to some horrible people. You can find so many stories about this happening, and Roblox's lack of action. It's sickening. So the community took it upon themselves to start trying to do something about it because Roblox wasn't listening to them and they clearly weren't doing enough. And instead of like working with the community to try and make it better, Roblox instead attacked all of them and made this like, you know, fucking wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, we will snap away all vigilantes. And then crickets about the pedophiles. It's fucking baffling. So it hasn't been going well for them in the public eye, yet their platform continues to grow, gluttonously consuming every fucking user on the planet. Even though their stock price did plummet after they dropped the fucking meteor on Schlep and made their really passionate stance against people taking matters into their own hands to try and protect children, their stock price has now recovered and is almost back to where it was in a very short period of time. It has rebounded, and it will likely just continue to go up because its users are exploding. So even though parents and like the general population are more aware of the danger on Roblox now than ever, it hasn't actually impacted them overly negatively, other than their reputation being in the shitter, which also doesn't really seem to matter that much because people are just fucking addicted to it like Fent. So they continue to flock to Roblox, even knowing full well the possibility of bad actors being all over the place. You could queue up for a Steal a Brain Rot game, or God forbid, wait in line to meet LeBron Simulator, and then next thing you know, you're waiting in line next to a Meep City veteran who's talking sexual and trying to get you to go to their fucking Telegram or some shit, or talk to him on Discord. It's a huge problem. People are aware of it, but it is still growing. But luckily, there are still people willing to try and get Roblox to do more to keep the platform safe from this scum. There have been a lot of stuff that we've already covered, but the most recent being Law by Mike, who has now joined in this fight against Roblox, where he has announced he is suing them. And he is actively looking to gather more evidence from more victims about all of the traumatic experiences and all the horrible things that they may have gone through on Roblox to try and get Roblox to do more to moderate that platform to keep the kids safe on it. Because it is a platform mainly used by children. Also, I've mentioned this before, the fucking CEO, Dave Baszucki, I think that guy is a real creep. I think he is such a weirdo. It was pulling teeth trying to get Roblox to acknowledge that 17 plus, that still is a minor. So he is the guy that's pitching Roblox as having like a companion app, or not a companion app, being half gaming and half dating for 17 plus. He wanted a 17 plus dating service to be in addition to Roblox as a gaming platform. And not only that, all of like the adult games on Roblox, like the spicy content adult games, are 17 plus. And they were locked in on that. They planted their fucking feet and refused to budge an inch, no matter how many people were telling them that 17 is still a minor. You shouldn't be able to have adult access given to a 17-year-old. And like a 17 dating app. It's so fucking weird, but they were really like, they planted their feet on that. And it's only recently that they finally said, okay, 18 plus. What? I cannot believe how hard it was. That should be a huge red flag to a lot of people, I would say. But also, I'm going to go a step further. Roblox is mainly a platform for children. I just don't even think it should offer 18 plus services in any capacity, like 18 plus games or a fucking 18 plus dating accessory to it. It's weird. And I know I've already mentioned that, but I really find that so fucking alarming that they would not move on 17 plus. And then when they finally did, they did it like really disappointedly, like, fine, kicking sand, 18 plus then. Anyway, though, I'll stop yapping about that. I want to briefly show you a couple bits and pieces from Law by Mike's video here about the lawsuit that he's working on building against Roblox. I want to show you a clip here, though, where he's mentioning the moderation, which has been a big thing people have pointed out in regards to Roblox's failures in protecting children.
Roblox is now the go-to social platform for younger audiences. 78 million users log in every day. The platform processes more than 50,000 chat messages every second. Roblox claims its AI and human reviewers scan all of it, text, audio, and images. But here's the problem. The company allegedly employs only about 3,000 moderators. Compare that to TikTok, roughly 3 times Roblox's daily users, but over 13 times the number of moderators on staff. The reason for the lack of moderators is allegedly due to Roblox's focus on growth over safety.
I recommend you check out Law by Mike's full video on this covering it, but this section here I think is something very important to mention, and it's something, again, a lot of people have talked about, including moderators from Roblox and former employees in this department. Roblox seems to have prioritized perpetual growth with safety falling to the back burner as like this afterthought, because they've been able to get away with being very lackluster and hands-off for so many years. Despite tons and tons of victims and tons of horror stories, they've never really had anything that affected them to a degree that would concern them to make them prioritize safety. Contrary to what they say to parents and shit about how safe Roblox is, it's like letting your kids, have daycare in heaven. There's nothing wrong on Roblox. You got our big thumbs up guarantee on that, which is obviously not the case. And you can also see that reflected in the size of their team. As Law by Mike points out, 3,000 moderators for their size is just not enough. He compares it to TikTok, which has significantly more users and significantly more moderators. Like I think everyone recognizes that it's not possible for them to catch every single bad actor and every single bad message that goes through Roblox. The volume is just too high. But what they could do is work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp, people that do actively work to try and make the community safer. Instead of villainizing them, they could instead be, in partnership with them, or at least on friendly terms, and at least listen to them, because the community also wants the game to be safe. So they are working to try and make the game they love safer for the player base. And instead of Roblox coming out and fucking slapping them around for no reason and banning them, it makes no sense why they wouldn't view that as another arm of moderation for them, where the community is policing themselves. Their handling of it just makes no sense to me. Like, they don't have enough moderators. I think that should be very clear to everyone, including Roblox, so they need more moderators. But they also have a community that is actively trying to catch bad actors and get them off the platform. And instead of working with them, they are working against them. It's just so fucking backwards, if you ask me.
In fact, 8 current and former trust and safety staff describe ignored requests for more resources, backlogs of incident reports, and even a manager quitting after promised hires never showed up. Some say protective features they suggested, like pop-up warnings, were rejected, and safety settings, like blocking strangers in chat, were switched off by default. Once again, Roblox points to AI moderation as the solution, but employees admit the tech still misses the subtle signs of unsafe behavior. And the gaps aren't small. The filters block words like Snapchat or Discord, but people get around them by using emojis or by tweaking the spelling a little.
To me, that paints a very clear picture that Roblox prioritizes profit over safety of its users. Instead of hiring more human moderators that can pick up on those behaviors, like former employees have mentioned, they instead put all of their eggs into the basket of AI. Not because the tools are more effective and it's better than their human counterparts, but because it's cheaper. 100% AI is significantly cheaper instead of hiring another 5,000 moderators or something. Instead of hiring 5,000 people with a salary and everything that comes with it, the benefits and all that, they instead just need to have AI do it for them. It would save them so much money on their bottom line, which is why it's so enticing to Roblox and many other corporations like it. It is clearly not as effective as a human moderator. Human moderators seem to actually want to improve Roblox. According to these reports, they were suggesting features that were rejected for some reason and a plethora of other issues. But the point is, instead of Roblox listening to the human moderators, it sounds more like they just kind of sidelined them and focused on just AI and beefing it up a little bit, even though it clearly wasn't doing a good enough job. Again, the motivation for that decision is obviously financial because of how much cheaper it is to use AI instead of hiring more human moderators.
Most platforms lean on a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and that law protects websites and apps from being sued over what their users post. That's why Instagram or YouTube don't get dragged into court every time someone uploads something harmful. But the lawsuits against Roblox aren't just about what users post. They're about the company itself. Lawyers argue Roblox designed the platform in risky ways, marketed it as safe, and then ignored clear warning signs. And at least one court has already said Section 230 doesn't cover misrepresentation. So if Roblox tells parents this is safe and it's not, that responsibility falls on Roblox, not the users.
This section was very interesting to me because Roblox, for as long as I can remember, has always touted itself as being at the forefront of innovation and keeping children safe on their platform. Again, it is a platform parents are definitely familiar with because it is a platform very much catered to children. It is mainly a platform for kids. So obviously one of the main concerns of a parent is, well, is it safe? Is there going to be anything bad on there that my kid could be exposed to or something? And Roblox has always stepped forward to assure them that, no, there's nothing bad that can happen on there. It's all perfectly safe. Even though it's very clear and there's evidence of Roblox being aware of so much danger and so much bad shit going on its platform. Not just with the predators on there, but even just a lot of the content on there. He points out a couple of the games like Escape from Diddy and shit like that, but there's more than that. Like the shower simulator games and the virtual, very spicy games on there and shit. All of which have gone unchecked for so long. Very clear that it is not as safe as Roblox claims that it is. And it seems like they know that it's not, but continue to make the claim anyway. Anyway, though, it'll be very interesting to see how it all shakes down in court. Law by Mike announced that he is going to be joining in this and working collaboratively with other lawyers against Roblox, and it launched a website called I Think I Have a Case for anyone that may have an experience like what so many others have unfortunately gone through on Roblox. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit. That's really it. See ya.